Hi, Jennifer Witt with the Witt Law Group, answering some more frequently asked questions on personal injury cases. One that I get frequently, even when I have been hired to handle a matter, is who should I talk with? Am I allowed to talk to an adjuster? Do I have to talk with an adjuster? Most people don't want to. That's the reason they hire us. They don't want to deal with the issues of the phone calls and just kind of being bombarded with, how are you doing? Can we make a recorded statement? Things of that nature. And most people know enough to know they don't want to be recorded after an accident. They don't want to make statements. Generally speaking, 90% of the time, those statements will harm you. The most benign statement, yeah, I'm sorry it happened. That's a terrible accident. They will put that on you and say, see, you thought you caused part of the accident. That's why you were sorry. It's just never a good idea. They are not making recorded statements to help you. I can assure you that. So, and when I refer to they, I'm talking the at-fault insurance company adjuster, the at-fault driver. You do have a duty to cooperate with your own insurance company. So if your adjuster calls and wants a treatment update or wants to discuss an issue with personal injury protection, covering your medical bills, maybe lost wages, your insurance company may want to schedule you for what's called an IME, an independent medical exam. They are not independent by any stretch. Most of us call them insurance medical exams because they just poke holes in your case. But regardless, you do have a duty to cooperate with your insurance company, and it's really important if they are covering your wage loss or medical bills through PIP. You don't want to ignore them and have them cut off that coverage. So again, the at-fault driver, you do not need to cooperate with that insurance adjuster, particularly where you have an attorney. You don't. You don't talk to them. You don't make recorded statements. If you are not going to hire an attorney, you will need to deal with that adjuster because you're never going to get an offer if you aren't in discussions. Again, that's why nearly 80% of insurance proceeds are paid out to those people who are represented by an attorney, because I think on average, most people trust the adjuster on the other end. They don't realize they're working against them, against their injuries, against their property damage. Insurance companies are not nonprofit entities. Their job is to keep the money they brought in through policy payments, and they don't intend to pay you a whole lot of money. So realize when you make those statements, if you decide to handle your own case, be very careful about those statements that you're making. And think very seriously from the time of the accident whether you'd rather have someone, a representative, do that on your behalf. In a very serious injury case, it really makes a lot of sense to have someone be the intermediary, have your attorney manage all of those issues as well as your medical care and the bills as they progress through a really complicated case can become very overwhelming. So again, breaking it down very simply, you do have a duty to cooperate with your insurance company. You do not have a duty to make statements to the at-fault driver's company. However, if you represent yourself, eventually you will be talking to that adjuster. So hopefully that answers some questions on who you have to cooperate with. And if you have any questions in our area, feel free to call. We'd love to help you. Thanks.